Hi everyone, this is Tanya with Riley & Company. I am here to talk to you today about my favorite new toy for my rubber stamps. They are Aunt Martha's ballpoint paint tubes. When you look at these, the first thing that's going to come to mind if you've seen these is that, oh, my mom used to do this. Oh, I used to do this when I was a kid. Exactly, and that is exactly why I picked them up, and I said the exact same thing. My mom and I used to spend countless hours together making stuff with these tubes of paint. And a lot of people ask me, well, how do you do it? So I am here to show you the basics on how to get started with your own projects using the Aunt Martha's ballpoint paint tubes, okay? First, you have to start with a hoop. It's very much like embroidery, but this has a solid base. See how dirty mine is? I use it all the time. The next thing you put on top of it is a blotter. All right. And once you're done with that, you lay your surface, be it your towel, I have done jeans, pretty much anything fabric on top. Then you just secure it with the hoop ring, okay? If you buy the whole set, and I'll show you later, the hoop is actually the lid of the tin. So now we're ready to paint. A little bit about this paint tube. If you remember when you were young, they have covers that go on them like this. What you don't want to do is ever squeeze the tube or grab it up here. You hold on to the tube just like a pencil, but we're going to literally keep it straight up and down. So I'll try to turn this sideways so everybody can see, but I'm coming at this directly onto it. All right. And I'm just going in circles. I hope you can see that, okay? I usually test out my tube on a spare piece of fabric before I do this, just to make sure that the ball's working okay. And I always use little circles, and it's basically coloring with fabric paints is all there is to it. If you're having problems after you've used this, chances are you're holding it like this. It will not come out if it's at a slant. It literally must be straight up and down to work. Okay? Sometimes when I'm working on this, I carry my little tin absolutely everywhere with me. One of the reasons that I like this paint so well is that it's all self-contained. Don't get me wrong, I love to stamp, of course. But when you make cards and you do scrapbook pages, you tend to get a whole bunch of stuff out and spread it all over everywhere. With this paint, I just take my projects, stamp them ahead of time, and they fit inside the adorable tin. Now see where I have this done? I'm going to go back. You can see just a little bit. I'm going to go back and just go over that. Just a little bit. And you can also shade. See how my tube is straight up and down? Just like that. I'm just applying pressure. I'm not squeezing. It's just like using a ballpoint pen. Okay? Just like a ballpoint pen, you're going to press down a little bit because in the end of it, there's a little ballpoint in there. And so you definitely want to get that pushed down while you're painting, but you don't want to squeeze. And you certainly do not want to squeeze the tube. And that's what your tube protectors are for. They can come off and you can use them over and over a million times on all of your other paints. In this particular case, I'm only going to use 2 colors of brown. And so I only pulled out 2. You'll notice that these tubes of paints, and see, they're really, you can get into really tiny detailed places with this as well. See that? So the next one I'm going to do, I'm just going to take my tube protector off this one, and I'm just going to put it onto this one. Remember, hold here, don't squeeze your tube, and we're going to go straight up and down, right? And it gets into little tiny areas. I cannot begin to tell you how many cans of this paint that I have sold at shows. People just absolutely love it. And if you have made something with these paints, please go on our Facebook page and post what you have made. See how easy that is? Super simple. I forgot his ear, didn't I? So the minimum to get started, oops, I'm going fast and I don't have my glasses on, so I'm not coloring within the lines. But I usually take these and just curl up on the sofa while I'm watching TV at night and do my projects. You can also shade with these, which is really fun. So I'm gonna come back here and do his ear because that's gonna drive me crazy. Notice I'm still holding it upside down. Now you can shade with these. So to shade, I just very lightly put a little bit of color where I want to shade. Okay, just a little bit of color. And then I come in behind it with my lighter color and I just go back over it and blend it out in circles. Notice how I'm using a whole bunch of circles. Can you guys see that? I hope so. And there you have it. I have shaded Riley. Super easy. Now I wanted to show you a little bit about what is in the line. Of course, you have your VersaCraft. We have that on our website, of course. You can buy them in sets of 8s. It's another reason I love this, because they're very, very affordable. They're just a tool that you can use any stamp in your arsenal with. So these come in sets of 8 with 8 different colors, and there's 4 different sets of these. We have primary set, a country set, a pastel set, and a jewel set. We have extra blotters. Okay, you can buy the hoop separately. We also have paint tip and brush cleaner, and that's if you get this dirty and you want to clean it off. There are actually packages of these tube protectors. I actually have 2 with my whole kit, just so I don't have to change them out as often. And there are extra tips that you can use and purchase. And I actually did switch out a tip on this little guy today. It was so super simple. I took a pair of pliers, pulled out this tip, put the new tip in. Which also reminds me, this is oil-based paint, okay? Which is why you have to heat set your VersaCraft. So you can pull this out, and you can pull the tip out and actually squeeze the paint out of this tube and use it with a brush on any wood projects that you might have. Now, here's my favorites. This is actually the tin, and I don't know if I can get this any higher to show you. But this is the tin and all of the colors, and this is the gorgeous, gorgeous tin that it comes in. And we have these on our website as well. In this kit, you get 34 colors, okay? There's 2 extra colors in this tin. You get the brush cleaner, you get 2 protectors, you get blotters, and you get tips. But I don't seem to have any laying here. Oh, here's some. And there you go. All in this entire kit. And as I mentioned earlier, the lid is actually your hoop. Okay? That's another way that you can purchase it. And I just wanted to show you some samples real quick of other things that I've done with this. I got into a towel frenzy. So here is a towel made with the mushroom lane teapots. Here is a tea towel made with mushroom lane itself. And you will notice that the black lines of your stamp actually come through the paint colors, which is really incredible. This is one of my absolute favorites. It's the Dress Up Riley Camper. And this is how these paints got started. I just made a sample and I thought they were cute, and I got them because they reminded me of my mom, and then everybody else wanted them too. And that's how it took off. And we sell out every single show with these tins. And the people that have them, that make them colonial patterns in Kansas City, probably thinks I'm a little crazy. And here's another one made with that. This is actually a towel that I made with our new Dress Up Riley tractor set. Isn't that adorable? You can even do baby bibs, and we have those on the website. And I even did towels with cows, the bovines. So go out, take a look, and grab a set for yourself, because they are an absolute blast. and they all stay packed in a little tin that you can carry around in the car with you, to ball games, to road trips, to all kinds of stuff. So if you have any questions, please feel free to give me a call. Otherwise, go grab yourself a set at RileyandCompanyOnline.com. Have a great day.